Hello, God bless from Up Ministries. It's me, Dick Jr. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera a little bit. Coming to you today to read you 2 Kings chapter 25, which is the last chapter in 2 Kings. So then we're going to be going on to 1 Chronicles, which is the next book. I prayed and I asked God to help me to speak with you today before I started this video. And I suggest that anytime you place yourself in God's Word, that you pray also, and that you ask Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding specifically. And He's going to give them to you, because He does not want us to be in the dark concerning His Word or His perfect plan of salvation through Jesus Christ, which is all contained in this book. So, yeah, those things being said, let's go ahead and get started in 2 Kings chapter 25. And this one here really has a lot of things that you can also find in the book of Jeremiah. The two books line up real well at this point. So anyway, now in the 9th year of his reign, on the 10th day in the 10th month, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came, he and all his army, against Jerusalem, camped against it, and built a siege wall all around it. So the city was under siege until the 11th year of King Zedekiah. In the 9th day of the 4th month, the famine was so severe in the city that there was no food for the people of the land. Then the city was broken into, and all the men of war fled by night by way of the gate between the two walls beside the king's garden, though the Chaldeans were all around the city, and they went by way of the Arabah. But the army of the Chaldeans pursued the king and overtook him in the plains of Jericho, and all his army was scattered from him. And then they captured the king and brought him to the king of Babylon at Riblah, and he passed sentence on him. They slaughtered the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes, then put out the eyes of Zedekiah, and bound him with bronze fetters, and brought him to Babylon. Now on the 7th day of the 5th month, which was the 19th year of King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, a servant of the king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem. He burned the house of the Lord, the king's house, and all the houses of Jerusalem. Even every great house he burned it with fire. So all the army of the Chaldeans who were with the captain of the guard broke down the walls around Jerusalem. And then the rest of the people who were left in the city and the deserts, who had deserted to the king of Babylon, and the rest of the people, Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away into exile. But the captain of the guard left some of the poorest of the land to be vine dressers and plowmen. Now the bronze pillars which were in the house of the Lord, and the stands and the bronze sea which were in the house of the Lord, the Chaldeans broke in pieces and carried the bronze to Babylon. They took away the pots, the shovels, the snuffers, the spoons, and all the bronze vessels which were used in the temple service. The captain of the guard also took away the fire pans and the basins, what was fine gold and what was fine silver, the two pillars and the one sea, and the stands which Solomon had made for the house of the Lord. The bronze of all these vessels was beyond weight. The height of the one pillar was 18 cubits, and a bronze capital was on it, and the height of the capital was 3 cubits, with a network of pomegranates on the capital all around, all of bronze, and the second pillar was like these with network. Then the captain of the guard took Seraiah the chief priest and Zephaniah the second priest with the 3 officials of the temple from the city, and took one official who was overseer of the men of war, and 5 of the king's advisors who were found in the city, and the scribe of the captain of the army who mustered the people of the land, and 60 men of the people of the land who were found in the city. Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, took them and brought them to the king of Babylon at Riblah. Then the king of Babylon struck them down and put them to death at Riblah in the land of Hamath. So Judah was led away into exile from its land. Now as for the people who were left in the land of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had left, he appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, over them. When all the captains of the forces, they and their men heard that the king of Babylon had appointed Gedaliah governor, they came to Gedaliah to Mizpah, namely Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and Johanan the son of Kareah, and Seraiah the son of Tanhamath, the Netophathite, and Jaazaniah the son of the Maakathite, they and their men. Gedaliah swore to them and their men, and said to them, Do not be afraid of the servants of the Chaldeans. Live in the land and serve the king of Babylon, and it will be well with you. But it came about in the 7th month that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, the son of Elishama, of the royal family, came with 10 men and struck Gedaliah down, so that he died, along with the Jews and the Chaldeans who were with him at Mizpah. Then all the people, both small and great, and the captains of the forces arose and went to Egypt, for they were afraid of the Chaldeans. Now it came about in the 37th year of exile of the Jehoiachin, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 27th day of the month, that evil Merodach, king of Babylon, in the year that he became king, released Jehoiachin, king of Judah, from prison. And he spoke kindly to him, and set his throne above the throne of the kings who were with him in Babylon. Jehoiachin changed his prison clothes and had his meals in the king's presence regularly all the days of his life. And for his allowance, a regular allowance was given him by the king, a portion for each day, all the days of his life. And that is it for 2 Kings chapter 25 and the book of 2 Kings. So thanks for listening, and God bless.